After a week of emotional testimony, today Hunter Biden's gun trial enters its home stretch. The defense set to announce if it will call at least one more witness to the stand. That could include Hunter Biden himself. Prosecutors resting their case against the president's son Friday. Well, NewsNation's Joe Khalil is outside the Delaware courthouse where testimony is set to begin in just a few hours. So, Joe, do we expect Hunter to take the stand in his own defense, and could we see him take the stand today?
It's entirely possible, and that is going to be the million-dollar question we have been asking since the beginning of this trial. Will Hunter take the stand in his own defense? We will get an answer to that question today. The judge sort of surprised us on Friday when she dismissed the trial early, but effectively the defense said they want to take the weekend to consider whether this is the best course, whether to put Hunter on trial in his own defense. If that were to happen, obviously that would be historic. The son of a sitting president taking the stand in his own defense. And again, they're leaving it on the table. So we will find out shortly this morning whether, in fact, that happens.
All right, well, Joe, the judge sent jurors home on Friday as the defense weighed who else to call to the stand, if anybody. This, of course, comes on the heels of all that emotional testimony from Hunter Biden's daughter, Naomi. But if not Hunter, could we see anybody else from the president's family testify today?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think we were left with the impression on Friday when the judge dismissed everyone that the defense was basically set with just one more witness, and that's either going to be Hunter or they're going to wrap up their trial. At least that's the impression we got. James Biden, Hunter's uncle and the president's brother, was in the courtroom on Friday. There was some speculation around he and Naomi Biden, Hunter's daughter. Obviously, Naomi did end up taking the stand, being a pretty sympathetic witness, but James did not. And when we left on Friday, we were left sort of with the idea that the defense was just considering whether to put Hunter up. We may see some family in the courtroom. First Lady Jill Biden has been there consistently, as has James and others. But I don't think he would be taking the stand today. Obviously, we're going to find out pretty soon.
And, Joe, if the jury does convict Hunter Biden here, what kind of sentence is he facing? Could he go to jail for this?
Yeah, these are very serious felony counts. So we're talking about in the maximum, the most serious consequence. He could face up to 25 years behind bars. So obviously a lot on the line now for the president's son. Now, keeping in mind also, he's got that other trial coming up in the fall. So if he is convicted, even if it's a smaller sentence, he goes into that trial having potentially been a convicted felon. And that in the second trial could enhance whatever sentence he gets there, hypothetically, if he is found guilty in this one. So a lot at stake right now for Hunter Biden.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.